Yeah, please start.
Okay, yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kavita Bansal, and today I'm gonna talk about Air New Zealand. Talking about Air New Zealand, it was founded in 1939 by Air New Zealand, Australia, and UK to share the link between these countries. And later in 1961, Air New Zealand fully assumed the ownership of the airlines. Now, government of New Zealand has owned 52% share of Air New Zealand, and Air New Zealand provides service to approximately 70 million passengers a year. Vision statement of Air New Zealand is they have one vision that is to create an organization that is proudly representative of New Zealand, a place where a New Zealander can be themselves and thrive. And the alternative vision that I have suggested, which align with their existing vision, is to expand the world's most light, safe and profitable airlines. Mission of Air New Zealand is they believe in Air New Zealand's success is directly linked to the success of New Zealand, and the mission I have suggested is the excellent service with a feeling of enthusiasm and friendliness. So this these two missions also align with each other to be the most successful airlines and to be the part of success of New Zealand. They have to provide the excellent service to the customer. So core values of New Zealand is customer commitment and people. Their vision already stated that they want to be most light, safe, and flown airlines in New Zealand. So one of their core value is customer commitment. They believe that they want to connect with people and they want to share their cultural value and they want to represent New Zealand through their service. So one of the most important core value of Air New Zealand is customer commitment, and the second value of is people. They respect people and they want to make their flight experience really better with their service. And second one is people. They value the people, and the core value of Air New Zealand is people and customer commitment. SWOT analysis of Air New Zealand, internal and external. Strength is a reputed, Air New Zealand is one of the reputed airlines industry, and it has also won the numerous award throughout the year by RepTrak company, Air New Zealand Tourism Award, and it is also considered as one of the most safe airlines according to the report. And one weaknesses of Air New Zealand is it has limited global reach as it doesn't fly in South Asian country, and it has a limited flight as compared to its competitor. And the other one is safety issue. Even though it is one of the most safe airlines, now given the situation, it is not really safe to fly, not very safe to fly, and flying is always a risk, so safety is always a high risk of airlines industry. There is opportunities of Air New Zealand is expanding global market. As I have said before, that the weakness is global, limited global reach, which create the opportunity, which is expanding the global market by planning the flight to those countries when they don't normally do the flights. And the other one is marketing. It can be e-retail marketing via apps. So now marketing is very easy through online, so they can grab the opportunity of the marketing and promote their occasional sales. Threat of Air New Zealand is competitor and hike in fuel price. So competitor is always considered as threat, as there are so many airlines which has similar service and similar interests, and there is a high risk of competitor. And if they don't do best in their service by providing excellent service and experience to the customer, they can lose many customers. And hike in fuel price, currently hiking in fuel is one of the highest risks of airline industry. So this is the threat of Air New Zealand. So action plan of Air New Zealand is expanding flight service to South Asian country by 2024. So for this one, activities would be researching market about research the market and planning how to do this expansion. And it is the timeline for this one is till to 2024. And department for this one is sales and marketing and operation. And the KPI would be by 2024, by early 2024 they would finish 75% of work based on customers, based on the research. And the other one is increase sale by 10% in domestic flight by 2021. So given the situation now, there are not very less flights going in countries. So now is the time that they should promote the domestic travelers to fly and visit places. So their main motto is to increase sales in domestic flight by 2021 December. And this department, for this one, business activity would be promoting occasional sales. Now Christmas is coming, so Christmas, New Year is coming, and they can sell. They can do the promotional activities and offer discounts and so on. So this would be for this sales and marketing department would be the responsible for this action plan, and finance is also responsible for this action plan. A timeline would be till next December 2021. So it starts from December 2020 to December 2021, and the KPI would be at least increase 30% of sale on domestic flights. So impact of action plan on different aspects of business. In operation, while expanding the business, operation has to look after which tasks to give to which department, and they have to actually plan and allocate all the resources and tasks to different department. So that is the main function of operation. And in accounting has to look after cash flow and how to allocate the budget to make sure the action plan is worthy. And sales and marketing look after that their plan is actually they make sure that the plan is spreading word, and they do the market research and how can they increase the sales, and if the action plan they are planning is worth of their money, time and resources. So human resources, as they want to expand the flights, human resources look after how many manpower they need, how many people they need to hire, the skilled manpower, and how many people they need to hire that need to be trained. So they look after that department. And risk management look after the risks that could happen in future, and they are always there with plan B as well. So in case the action plan does not work, they always have to be with plan B, and they do that with resources and forecasting. So these are the implementation strategy in order to achieve the action plan. So for this one, Air New Zealand has to this action plan objective has to merge with the existing plan and procedure, because they already have some vision, and the new action plan vision and objectives should align with their existing vision in order to achieve their action plan. And the time frame and quality control while doing the action plan, they should always keep in mind the time they have to finish the action plan during the time period they have separated, and they have to also control the quality of work. And lastly, they should use the risk management department to mitigate any risks that can disrupt the plan. So Air New Zealand has great influence of bicultural partnership, and those are they directly link their customer and their culture. They believe that if they connect with customer through their service, it will be it will showcase their culture. And in Air New Zealand believe in biculturalism, as they believe the diverse workplace has great market share value, and they believe in hiring people from different countries so that customer coming to Air New Zealand from different places feel good and have a great experience. These are the references that I used for this assignment. Thank you for listening. Any questions?
Thank you. Just small comments. First, the reference list, it should be done in APA's referencing style. And even though you talk about your plan is pretty clear, but then I think you better put it in your slide to, for people to follow what you say. Now, I just have one of the small questions. I want you to elaborate a bit more about the implementation strategy for the proposed action plan. So you mentioned about the risk management strategy that you're going to go with mitigation. So can you go a bit more like what you're going to do as a plan with the risk mitigation?
Before proceeding for the expansion of flight, risk management need to really study the market actually. If the plan is going to work out for them, if they add more flights to South Asian country, are people actually going to come in New Zealand or use that flight? They have to do the research. They can do poll research, like online research if people are really interested, and that can be one way. Another way would be they need to do the study about the market, that which flight are going there, and they have to cover. Study the distance if people are willing to come. And now, according to the report, Air New Zealand, many Asian people are coming to New Zealand. So I think that would help as well.
Okay, so that one thing about the mitigation. There's another one, like, during the process of doing it, of implementing the plan, so they also recheck with the change of the market and things, and they need to revise or modify the plan accordingly. That's
they go back and forth, they do research, and they do the work
So
accordingly.